And now, live from the 2015 Vancouver International Wine Festival, Anthony Gismondi and Casey Wilson. This is Tony and Casey's Best of Food and Wine on Sea Isle 650.
I'm on top of the world.
Welcome back to the Best of Food and Wine. I'm Tony Gismondi.
I'm Casey Wilson.
We're coming to you live tonight from the floor of the Vancouver International Wine Festival. It's actually night 2 for us. We'll be back actually tomorrow afternoon. Arthur, are we on the air at, I don't even know what time. 3:30.
We start at 3:30 to 5.
Okay.
And then we come back at 7.
Okay, perfect. Best of Food and Wine, always on top of it. I'm here with Casey Wilson, and now with a great friend and who's come a long way to the wine festival. AurelioMontes joins us from a very famous winery in Chile, Montes. Aurelio, welcome to Vancouver and back to the show. Great to see you.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be here.
Last time I saw you, we were on the other side of the mountains, but tonight we're on the coast.
Exactly.
Yeah, near the coast. How are you?
Very
Having
good.
fun? You're busy, I hear.
Very busy. Yeah. A little bit nervous because we're harvesting now in Chile. So
yeah, that's what we hear.
I should
the
be
Australians
back there.
are nervous. They're saying they should be back. Are you getting lots of emails?
Yeah, that's true. But happy to be here. Always being connected with people around the world is a great pay.
You got a great winery. Why don't we set the stage for our listeners and tell them a little bit about where Montes is and a little bit about the new winery. It's a special place.
Exactly. We're located in Colchagua Valley. Colchagua is around 250 kilometers south from Santiago.
Yeah.
And it's a very special place. We're located in a very small valley called Apalta. And we have a very nice winery, especially for these wines.
Yeah, you built a Feng Shui winery, no?
Exactly. Feng Shui winery with we really care about when you make wine, you need happy people around.
Yeah.
So as many happy people around, you make better wine. So the winery is Feng Shui. We play music to the wine. We have fountain of water around the area, so
it's very peaceful.
Very peaceful. That's true.
It's a beautiful spot.
Yeah, exactly.
And where did you find someone to come and give you that advice?
One of the partners, Mr. Douglas Murray, he was very into all these kind of philosophies, and we brought a woman from Asia. She's Chilean. He born in Chile, but he grew in China. So he brought all the experience of being of dedicate or change to Feng Shui philosophy. It was amazing how everything changed. People is more happy, wines are better. We love to be there.
Yes, can you give us a couple of examples of what was done differently in the winery? In the winery,
what you mainly do is let's be very simple, you make a better place
to work.
Yeah. If you're in a hotel, a better place to sleep, or a house, a better place to live.
Better environment.
So you play with the light, you play with the sun.
Yeah.
The exposition to where you're exposed, to the south, east, west. You play a lot with water. So water has to run from outside to inside because you need to put the energy from the area inside of the winery, never going the other way.
Yeah.
So what happened at the end? People at the beginning was very like, what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
What are you doing? Sounds strange.
Yes.
But now people, for example, we are not using more light, artificial light in the winery.
Yeah, they have natural daylight in the winery.
Exactly. That's not very common because normally
you're under those big fluorescent bulbs and all day long.
That people get a little bit depressed on that.
Yeah.
But when you are with the natural light, you get all this good vibration. People are really happy.
Yeah.
Including me, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Montes was also involved with a very well-known artist, Ralph Steadman.
Yeah, that's true.
I've actually got one of your posters. Tony and I went to New York for a launch.
Yeah, Douglas was another guy behind all that. Douglas was such a great guy.
Yeah, it's amazing, And the most amazing thing is that Ralph Steadman is one of the most famous illustrators in the world, and he didn't even charge us for the labels. Because he was so good friend with Mr. Douglas, he only asked, give me a few bottles of wine.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he went back to Chile. He went down to Chile. He painted some pictures of our landscape. And that's it, And he drank a lot of wine, have fun. That's our relation with him. A great guy. Very simple, very Humble.
Very talented.
Very talented.
Our
Incredible.
guest is Aurelio Montes, of course, from the MontesWinery. Let's get to the wine. We always run out of time. You brought along a great bottle of wine, the Montes Alpha Cabernet Sauvignon from 2012, which has kind of a new tag on it, sustainable dry farmed.
Exactly.
We haven't been
What
seeing
does
that
that
in
mean?
Canada.
Yeah.
What does dry farming mean?
You know, to be very simple, we have been working with being sustainable. We got the certification in the year 2011, but we worked for almost 10 years to get this certification. And when you are sustainable, or when you get this certification, you need to improve all the time. You need to be better, taking more care about the environment. So in this process, we realized that the use of water is really important. Today in Chile, it's not a big problem, but it's going to be soon. So we wanted to be fast, and we don't want to wait till the problem comes. So we did a big study of the use of water, and 7 years ago we started playing with the vine, using less and less water to irrigate. 2012 we irrigate 0.
Wow.
Maybe for other countries like France, Italy, Spain, that you get some rain during summer is very common. Even it's illegal to irrigate. But
Yes.
in Chile, we don't get rain during summer.
What did those vines shout to you? They were okay, or they,
At the beginning,
did they
they
sag a
suffer.
bit, or yeah?
You know, I always make the same conversation. It's
They're like humans.
it's like human. You know, if you want to run now a marathon,
Yeah.
you're gonna look and you say, "Are you crazy?
do it,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna do it."
Yeah.
But if you start training at the beginning, stuff,
Yes.
you don't. But when you get fit,
Yeah.
it's easier. So now the vines are very equilibrated. At the beginning we were very scared, but now the vines are really nice, beautiful, smaller. The canopy smaller, cluster smaller, very smaller. So the concentration is much better. The acidity is much better. So at the end, you know, we're using 65% less water in all our vineyards. And in this situation, it's alpha, 0 amount of water, and you know, and at the end the quality is much better. So a great deal for everyone, for the vine, for the environment, and for Montes.
Doesn't it take courage, though, to make some of these decisions in a winery?
You know, you need to be very brave, and not only because it's a risk for the vine, also because in the past we used to produce 1 bottle of wine per vine. Now we produce half a bottle per vine.
Yikes.
So it's an extra cost.
Yes.
That we're not going to transport that cost to the consumer. We're gonna take that cost because we want to produce every year better wines and more sustainable wines. That's our deal.
Also delicious. I'm just trying the wine. For our listeners, well, they would see Montes wines now. Montes Alpha is another level. Can you explain just a little bit about, you know, how it rolls out, how the levels roll out?
Exactly. Montes is the name of the company, of
Sure.
the winery. And then we have the Montes Classic, that is the Reserva line. And then we have a limited selection. And then we have Montes Alpha.
Yeah.
Montes Alpha is a premium and was the first premium wine born in Chile.
Yep.
And so Montes Alpha, when you talk Montes Alpha and over that, means one of the most premium wine from our company.
We've been listening to the Australians this week talking a lot about regionality. Chile has really done a great job in the last 10 years. They finally have dialed down. Many things are happening. And in Chile, we used to think about it as a north-south country.
Exactly.
But it's more of an east-west country or a west-east country. Can you explain that? Or
Yeah,
because it's such a long, thin place.
It's very easy. You know, in the past, we thought going to the north, remember that we are in the south hemisphere. So when we say north, means warm.
Yeah.
South means cold.
Yeah.
So we thought, okay, let's plant in the north. It's going to be warmer climate. Let's go to the south, cooler climate. Big mistake.
Yeah.
Wasn't a big difference between south and north because we were planting in the Central Valley. One day we realized as closer we get to the ocean, because our ocean is freezing,
Yep.
cooler climate
Like here.
we get. Like here.
Yeah.
And as far you get from the ocean,
It gets
warmer
warmer.
climate.
Yeah.
Yes.
So since I started as a winemaker only 20 years ago till today, everything changed completely. So now different terroir areas, DO, the map now is amazing.
Yeah.
So many corners that we have new areas, new expression of Chile. So we can say now that now we're tasting the new Chilean wines.
And the first time I went to Chile, young people weren't drinking Chilean. Well, the locals weren't even drinking great Chilean wine. Has that changed today in 2015?
Completely. And you know
Yeah.
what? The consumption of wine went down in the very past, in the 50s, or even older than that. In Chile, we used to drink more than 50 liters per capita. Now we're drinking around 16, 17 liters per capita. But the average price
is way up.
explode. Yeah, exactly. We're drinking better wine, less wine, but much better wines.
Good.
Yeah.
Great to hear that.
Yeah,
It's got to be
And-
rewarding.
It's
Yeah,
a wonderful
exactly.
place to visit.
it is. It is.
When I was down there, I was just blown away by the beautiful wineries and how hospitable everybody is. And I thought, is it because not a lot of people travel to South America, like they do to the U.S., that kind of thing? Like, people were so happy.
Yeah, that's true. And I include myself, because in Chile, people in the past never used to go to Chile. And when I was a kid and I saw someone from outside, I was like, oh,
Wow.
look, this guy, he speaks English.
Yeah.
They were like, wow,
Yes.
it's amazing. Nowadays, Chile is full
Now there's
of
too many
tourism.
Englishmen down in Chile.
So a lot of tourism. You go to the south, you go to ski, you go to the wine region.
But there's wine tourism too. I mean,
Oh,
in
it's-
Colchao, it's
Colchao is-
fantastic. You have a
yeah.
really great
And
tourism.
fantastic seafood. I couldn't believe
Ooh,
it.
beautiful.
Coming from a seafood, area, region in Canada, I just couldn't get over how
It is
incredible
very
it was.
tasty, very
Yes.
tasty food, and we have been developing our cuisine, because 20 years ago was very
Yeah.
simple.
Yeah.
Nowadays,
Yes.
you go to top restaurants, beautiful food, more developed, more spicy. So it is Chile a great place to visit.
Yes, it sure is.
Hardworking too. Great country, full of hardworking people. I
Yeah,
love
that's
it.
true. That's
Yeah.
true. You only had to look after the earthquake. in
Yeah.
2010.
Yes.
See what was done. Yeah.
And how is Chile now after 4 or 5 years? The country's new.
Yeah, it's
new.
right back. Aurelio, great to catch up with you. Please say hello to your father for us.
Definitely.
Yes.
I know he's still a force. Have you pushed him out the door yet, or No, impossible? Eh?
Impossible.
Yeah.
Impossible.
Yeah, impossible.
Don't even try to tell them
Yeah.
to tell that to my father.
Yeah. Well, we had such a fantastic time not that long ago. We went way down south, discovered the real southern parts of Chile, and many people in Vancouver now are really, tweaked into that. They're going to be traveling. Instead of going to Bordeaux and Burgundy, they're going to go to Chile.
Yeah, that's great. That's good news.
Yeah. Thanks so much. Love the wine.
Thank you.
Thank you.
AurelioMontes, chief winemaker from the MontesWinery in Chile. Today we were tasting the wine from Colchao. It was the 2012 Montes Alpha Cabernet Sauvignon, widely available in British Columbia. Dry farmed and sustainable, kind of like that too. Thanks for joining us tonight on the Best of Food and Wine. We have been having a great night here on the floor of the Vancouver Wine Festival. I don't know if Arthur's there. We're coming back on
Tomorrow afternoon, 3:30.
live
From the
and
floor.
then tomorrow night
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. You say that like it's nothing, Art.
I'm having a great time.
You're the morning man. You've been drinking the entire show.
Plenty of, got lots of energy. I'm young and virile.
Thanks for joining us tonight on Sea Isle. We have had a great time. Casey, are you ready to wrap her up?
I am.
See you guys all tomorrow. I'm Tony Gismondi.
And I'm Casey Wilson, reminding you, compromises are for relationships, not wine.
That's it for tonight's show. Join us again tomorrow afternoon at 3:30, live from the 2015 Vancouver International Wine Festival on Sea Isle 650.